Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy, and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 27th of August. Now, my videos are for entertainment purposes only, so take from them what you choose. Some things I get correct, some things I might not. As we know, things can change pretty rapidly in this current world we're living in. Cheers, everybody. I've got my cup of tea. Also, please subscribe if you'd like to and hit those like buttons, guys, and feel free to comment down below. We all chat to each other here. We've built a little community of like-minded people, so feel free to comment. It's great to hear from you guys, and we get a lot of confirmation of what's currently going on around the world because a lot of us here live in different parts of the globe. It's very interesting to get that feedback, isn't it, guys? First off, a little bit of admin from Australia. I've been telling you guys about the youth crime here. I'm sure a lot of you are experiencing that globally as well. Youth crime is out of control, particularly in the state of Queensland, which is up north at the top of Australia. It's out of control. Carjackings, home invasions, everything. Youth crime, it's all youth doing it. And they can't seem to get it under control. And I told you there was a protest, there was a march in the streets the other day about it from a lot of people who they've even lost loved ones. Like, it's pretty serious. It's out of control. And Palaszczuk government, which I call Palaszczuk, you've heard me say Palaszczuk, she's the Labor minister that runs Queensland. Oh, well, she's running away. She's heading off to Europe for her lovely vacation. So, how's that helping the people with the crime problem? Oh, yes, we're going to do something about it. But meanwhile, I'll go and have my European holiday. Like, how's this even making any sense to anyone? So that's where Palaszczuk is. She's heading to Europe for her lovely vacation while everybody else is getting carjacked, their homes invaded, and she's not doing anything about it. So there you go. That's about as much as Australia does for the little people and peasants. Slap in the face right there, isn't it? Unreal. Right when the people stand up and protest and march about it, you just take off on your holiday. Sounds like a move Trudeau would do, doesn't it? The other thing is they just had on the news briefly, I'm sure it was South Australia here, they're going to start teaching children younger. Remember, I've been saying for ages and ages they're going to bring the schooling forward. It's not going to be just fun and have fun and games at like kindergarten and daycare and all that. It's going to start being, let's educate them younger. So they're bringing that age back to like age 3. So preschool, normally preschool I think starts about 5, doesn't it? I think it's different countries, it varies. But apparently now they're going to bring the schooling in earlier so they can, as we know here, indoctrinate them and brainwash children. So there's talk about that, bringing the age. So that's something I've talked about here for a very long time, guys. Them bringing the schooling forward to the very, very young. Oh, my God. Oh, it's just, you can't be a kid anymore, can you? None of this having fun in the mud and playing with Play-Doh. All that's going to go out the window. It's educate, but only educating the things that the government want to teach them, of course. I've been homeschooling, guys. My daughter's 14, and I told a lot of you I've been homeschooling. And the maths, we have to do the syllabus still. We have to do the maths and English, like naturally. But she can do her art as her major, and IT is her major. She's very good at IT because all her animation is done on computer anyway. So she's just naturally gifted. Fortunately, it helps her with her art. But the maths is so hard. Like, I did maths 1 to year 12. Like, I'm not a fool. Well, I'm not great at it because it's changed a lot in all those years, of course. But the maths is so hard. Sometimes if we can't do it, I just write it off and go, well, she's never going to use it anyway. But they don't teach them how to use cash or how to budget or nothing that's going to help them in life. They give them these unrealistic, like X minus 5 plus 15% of ZX equals what? Like, what the hell, brain fry? I'm not a mathematician, that's for sure. There's so much useless stuff, guys, in some of their syllabus books. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of me whinging. The other thing is, I think it was in either Victoria or South Australia as well, they're talking about people who are casual workers now. Oh, yes, they're helping all the people, aren't they? Not the business owners. And they're thinking of introducing, instead of 10 days a year sick leave, they'll give them 38 days a year sick leave. 38 days a year sick leave. Oh my God, could you imagine as business owners? I would understand how challenging that would be. Don't know what that's about. Just there was a little seed planted on the news this morning, obviously preparing small businesses for that. Casual workers getting 38 days paid sick leave. Oh my God, can you imagine? Anyway, all right, enough of me having a whinge about Australia. There's always plenty to whinge about down here. Oh, I don't even know what Elbo's up to. Oh no, that's the other thing I meant to tell you. Of course, there's always something about Elbo. Elbo's still pushing his voice. We know that he is, because he's actually set the date. I think it's October 14th or something for the big yes vote. No vote, some people will be saying. But if you say you're going to vote no, they call you racist. They call you a racist, even though we know this is about a land grab and that the Indigenous are not going to be the ones to benefit from this, but they're not aware of that. The BS detectives are aware of these things because it's all about the treaty. We know how it all goes. It's much more complex than just, oh, let's support the Indigenous. It's not about that at all. Well, yes, he's pushing that. But the latest is they're going to do their door knocking. Yep. They're coming door to door now to push the yes vote. Guys, like a bloody religion, isn't it? Coming door to door, knocking on your door to sell their yes vote. God, if they knock on my door, I'm just not even going to answer. So this is the latest. They're allowed to go door to door and sell the great yes vote. That's the latest. God, isn't it just... Oh, and we're paying for all that. Us taxpayers are paying for all his campaign on the yes vote. Oh, but I don't think much money's going into the no side of it. Oh, God, I'll tell you what, I'm so over it down here, guys. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys will start going through this stuff as well, because we know it's about the land. It's not about the Indigenous at all. Never has been. All right. How about I close my eyes, guys? I bought some cards and we'll get started. And we'll see what comes up. Has anyone found their dolphin yet? That's our manifesting object, our dolphin. A dolphin. Doesn't matter how you manifest it either, guys. It can just appear in any form. Oh, my tea went down the wrong way. Sorry, guys. Well, the sun's coming out here. We had a big fog this morning, but the sun's coming out. I'll be able to get a bit of washing done today. Oh, and the dogs had a great day. I was telling you I was going down to my girlfriend, the healer, the dog whisperer, horse whisperer. They had the best day. Her property was absolutely gorgeous. I've left a few photos on my Facebook page of the dogs in the creek and having fun. Oh, Sprocket and Sophie are completely wiped out. They'll be wiped out for 3 days because it was like this big adventure. They were like farm dogs. There's pictures on my Facebook page of Sprocket. I'll put them on my Instagram too, of Sprocket talking to the sheep. He's very brave, my Sprocket. Thinks he's a working dog when he gets on a property. Oh, it's such a circus. Can you imagine them? And they were black because they're white dogs, as you know. They're black, so we had to take them straight to the car wash at the service station and give them a big wash. At least they had fun, though. That's the main thing, isn't it? All right, let's get started, guys, and we'll see what comes up. God, I'm getting these global elites. These government leaders, they're hiding a lot from the people. We know they're hiding a lot from people. We've known this for about 4 years or, more probably. They're hiding a lot from the people. See, in their minds, they've got the authority to make decisions without asking the little people, peasants and Lego people, what they think. See, this is how they think. They think because they're the ones in charge and they see themselves as the educated ones, that they've got the right and the position to, and the power to make decisions for the little people, peasants, like I said, the Lego people that don't have that knowledge and intellect. See, they look down on us. We don't have the intellect to make these kind of worldly decisions. So sometimes they're just not going to bother. They're just going to roll things out and cement them in, like I said yesterday, and people have been none the wiser. And I'm guessing that a lot of this is happening in the background, and the people waking up, not you if you're watching my channel, because we know it's happening, the people waking up are very unaware of what's coming their way. They're very unaware of where their life's being taken. See, even if you think about it, all these banks getting rid of cash, blah, 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 we know they're waking up to certain things, but they don't even know the half of it. They're not like us. They don't do all that research like that we do, or sometimes we just have a knowing. We talk about that a lot. But it's like the cash thing. When the cash disappears, we know it's heading down the road of control, credit scoring systems. Have you been good? Have you posted anti-government things on your Facebook page? Have you spent too much this week on petrol? Blah, blah, blah. We know that's where it's headed, but these people still don't know that. They still don't know the depths of this. But meanwhile, it's all being implemented in the background. Just like we talked about yesterday with all the networks, the vibration frequencies, the 5G, the camera controlling tracking systems. I actually went past, you know what I went past the other day? There was some roadworks looking. They weren't really roadworks though, but there was this sign and it said surveillance. What was it? It was this weird sign. My hubby and I both looked at each other and went, that's weird. Surveillance being undertaken or something in it. There was like a camera and a solar panel thing. And it wasn't normal. You know how you see things, you go, oh, that's weird. It wasn't around roadworks. It was just like in this random place. Maybe they were assessing how many cars use the road. You know how they do that sort of thing. But that's how it would appear to most people. But you don't know. Are they snapping off your number plate and seeing, where you drive to? And you don't know because they're doing their research in the background. So I'm just getting that the people, they don't know the depth and the complexity of it. And the leaders think they're the important people. We know Hippo thinks he's a VIP, very important person in New Zealand. And they've got the right to make the decisions without worrying and hassling the little people. Oh, it's so kind of them, isn't it, to not hassle the little people and find out what their viewpoint is and if they want it or not. So they feel like they're doing everyone a favour because it's easier if they just implement everything. And really, you think about it, who's going to stop them? We're not anymore because we've had a gutful. We've had it up to here with marching, protesting, like I said yesterday. It's not our job anymore to fight their battles, the people waking up sleepwalkers. People have slipped off the bubble denial suits now. It's not our battle anymore. We've got our sword and shield. We're always at the ready, like the Braveheart, biker, freedom fighter, maverick, rebel, BS detectors that we are. But we're standing still now. We're creating our new canvas of visions and creation. I talk about that landscape of the cleared paddock and what are we going to create. That's what we're doing at the moment. How are you guys going with your ailments? I'm feeling, I've got to say, and my girlfriend I talked to yesterday, we're feeling a lot better on the valerian root tea. I have been taking one anti-inflammatory as well, just to help my knee, and it's feeling a little better. I actually went for a little bushwalk with all the dogs and everybody yesterday. So, maybe try that valerian root tea, guys. There's nothing to lose. We've got to try things, but my shoulders are better. My neck's better. It's like it's taken the inflammation out of my muscles. So I'm not saying it's going to work for everyone, but look, God, we've got to try something, haven't we, guys? All right, let's see what else we get. All the little spring birdies are out. So beautiful. They're giving me that storybook, the Clown World storybook again. The guides are just saying, like, one day there was an evil... See, these things are going to become books in the future. They are. People are going to be reading them to their grandkids. I say it all the time. Escape from Clown World. Now, that's what the book is going to be called. If you're new here on my channel, we've escaped from Clown World, which is all the BS garbage and lies that the media and government's been feeding us. And we escaped to a place we named on this channel as Terabella. We journeyed to Terabella, which is the place we want to be, where we feel free, we feel happy, we feel full of life, we see wonder in the world. That's what I'm getting. But the guides are saying to me, once upon a time, there was an evil villain called Klaus. Klaus was a dictating tyrant who, it's kind of saying, who led the people down a road of self-destruction. This is the kind of thing I'm getting. It's becoming like a story now because it's behind us, not behind all these people. It's becoming this story of the past now. He led these people down a road of self-destruction, which it was a road of self-destruction because the choice they made, mostly about getting the pickies and following the mandates and doing all the right things and being the good little citizens and saving everyone's lives, has led them down a road of self-destruction. We know a lot of them are sick. A lot of them are stuck in that jab wheel cycle of just getting the jab and doing all the right things, and they're not sure, and then they get all conflicted. So that's what I'm getting. He led them down the road of self-destruction. And the guides are saying, and now the little people, sleepwalkers, are harboring a lot of resentment. They're hurt by the whole experience. There's a lot of confusion and they don't know what's happening and why their lives are turning upside down. This is what I'm getting. It's like the guides are telling me the story because it's becoming past now. It's becoming past tense. So it is becoming a story. The story is unfolding. Like I keep saying to you guys, more and more people are getting strong enough to talk about their jab injuries, their awful experiences that they've had, being vilified, ostracized in their work environments. A lot of people still can't work because of mandates. We know they're still trying to keep or mandate mask wearing and that again in some of those universities. Is it in America? I think it is, or UK. I think it's America actually. Oh, it's probably both. I did hear that they're talking about lockdowns again for you guys in October. Oh my God, like what? We cannot comply to this, guys. We can't. And it's very frustrating because we know how hard it is to stand against these sort of mandates. It's not easy. But saying that here, all those arrests and everything down in Melbourne when the protests were on and that Melbourne was locked down for 2 years, yes, 2 years, everything got thrown out of court. All the police arrests got thrown out of court. Yes, if you were sitting on a park bench or you took your kids to the playground, you would be arrested for that and charged. So they all got thrown out. So, you know, what's the worst thing they're probably going to do to us? You know? And all you have to really say is, well, people were lied to last time. Hello. Didn't stop the spread of the virus. Masks really didn't work. Destroyed, you know, all teenagers, etc., have now got depression because they were locked up for so long in their homes. Like, oh God, you just need to throw the statistics back in their face, don't you? It's going to take some balls, guys, but I reckon we've got the balls to do this. We have. We've got the fight in us. Well, it's not even a fight. It's just staying in our strength and power, isn't it, guys? Look, I bought a couple of books along to show you guys as well because I just think I talk about certain things a lot and I just want to share with you some of the things that have really worked for me if you are struggling. We all know The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This is a brilliant book. I just pick it up sometimes and read it at random, but you can look at this on YouTube. He's got some fantastic videos. Go check Eckhart Tolle out. He's a master at teaching you how to live in the now. I know most of you are really good at it, but there might be some of you here new that think, how do I get through this? You just bring yourself back into the now. My girlfriend's book, Finding Stillness, is on Amazon. When I get it, I'll show you guys the cover. Please go and order it and support her. She's an incredible person and she teaches you different ways to do that as well, of how to live in the now and follow sounds. And it'll be a brilliant book, I have no doubt about it. The other one I always talk about here is Thick Face Black Heart. See the yin yang? I often talk about this balance of life and it's by Chin-Ning Chu. Got that name, guys? I don't know if they still sell this, but it's probably worth having a look. This book, look, it's my go-to. It's got curly edges and it's really old, but I love this book. And you know why I love this book so much, guys, is because it tells you that in life, the negative it is important in order to get to the positive. And it's like what we've gone through. We go through these negative experiences, but we grow and expand and then we see the light. So it's saying that you have to have the darkness in order to grow and expand and have the light. Like it's all right to feel some of the emotions we have sometimes. You know, things do happen to us in life and we can get angry or we can get upset and she's saying that it's okay. You just accept these things. So I really like this book because it shows you a lot and teaches you a lot of how to balance things in life. And I mean, let's get real. No one can be positive all the time. No one. I cannot stand people who go, oh yeah, I'm the glass half full person all the time and I'm all positivity all the way, and that's just unrealistic. No one feels like that. That's why I love that book so much, because it's a really honest way of living your life, accepting that, you know, yeah, I'm feeling really like crap today. Look at us here. All of us have a little whinge about our ailments and things, and you know, that's okay because we're sharing it, we're talking about it. It helps us to cope with it. And you know, you guys share that with me. I share it with you guys because I know that a lot of you are currently going through very similar ascension symptoms like I am. And I just like to share these things with you because I'm a real human being. I'm a person. These things affect you, don't they? Especially when you're getting that lack of sleep. It's hard to heal your body. You know, that's what I got yesterday. If we can rest, and it helps to heal our bodies. The other thing I showed you the other week, and I think you've ordered this, Louise, haven't you, is the New Bohemian's Handbook. It's one of my favourite books. I just picked it up in this beautiful little shop I think it was in Bangalore, up near Byron Bay. It's such a pretty town, Bangalore. It's one of my absolute favourite towns. It's got all these gorgeous little quaint shops, and it's just really unique. And this book just helps you, like there's a picture there. I've got a lot of indoor plants. We were talking about the elements. I think I didn't say fire yesterday. Was it air, water, earth, and fire? I'll get it right today, guys. Sometimes you can even bring elements into your home as well, like colour, things that make you feel good. You know, don't be scared to bring your own vibe into your house. I'm just trying to see if there's something else that gives you a good sense of, and this has actually got like our spirit animals. It's got how you cleanse, bringing in little things you're really passionate about. It's just a very good book. But you might see finding flow. There's another one about finding flow. That's another thing I talk about a lot is feng shui, because it's very important to have good chi and good flow in your house and not to clutter. I'm a person, I can't stand clutter. My house is totally uncluttered. And now I've got Charlie, my blind cat. She's actually out in the caboodle asleep today. So that's why you can't hear her squawking around the house. Feng shui is a really important not important rather. God, what am I saying? Well, feng shui will really help you a lot, even if you go and find a feng shui book or do a couple. You could do them on YouTube as well. Decluttering. Peter Walsh is really good. He's an Aussie decluttering guy. Marie Kondo, is it? Yes, she's really good. Just to get some tips. But, you know, when you haven't got clutter in your life, you're able to think clearer. We talk about that spiritual decluttering too. So definitely doing decluttering helps you a lot. So they're just some ideas, guys, of bringing in the things you're passionate about. You know, we've all got little things. See, some of us collect things too. So I collect little milk jugs and little things like that, little like milk jugs. That's actually milk jugs, guys. So when I go to a vintage store or something, if I see one I really like, they're in whites and blues and that, I just pick them up. And there's some little mini teapots as well. And they're just something. And I found that green shelf at a vintage shop and I just really liked it. So that's just me. I try to bring bits of myself into my home because your home is your haven. We talk about this a lot, guys. Let me see if there's anything else today and then we'll pull some cards. I just wanted to share some of my books with you. So, you know, look in bookshops too. There's a lot, you know, get yourself inspired because books can help you, even if they're just visual as well. It can help you to create. It can help you to create things, to give you ideas. Instagram's fantastic for that too. I am on Instagram, guys, if you want to check me out over there as well. I've got a lot of pictures of my home and my gardens and my Japanese gardens and different things like that. So please feel free to check that out as well. All right, let me see if there's anything else and we'll do some cards. Yeah, they're giving me the sleepwalkers, people waking up. They're trying to uplift their souls. They're trying to feel better. They want to feel good. They don't want to feel dejected, broke, pushed aside by their government. They don't want to feel like that. They want to feel good. They want to feel happy. They want to feel like there's going to be a turning point where all this starts to improve. But as we know on this channel, this is going to 2025, so they've got a long way to go yet. At least, guys, we can mentally prepare ourselves for this silly nonsense. But these people, they just don't want to feel good again. And they don't. They're not feeling good. I mean, if you watch the news, say, example, my mother, what's on it to make you feel good? It's a very, very few feel-good stories, isn't it? You might get an odd little, newborn panda story or something in the zoo. Like they just like a little quick animal birth story or something, and just to make you feel good at the end. But there's nothing good. It's doom and gloom. Oh, lockdown's coming. This is what you'll be getting in the UK. Get your mask on, get your jab, blah, blah, blah. There's a terrible flu coming. Everything's doom and gloom. The world's falling apart. So that's what these people are watching. You've got to remember that. See, when we watch the news or something, we see almost the opposite. So we see this as crazy, like funny, ridiculous BS. We don't take it as gospel. Like the Indian moon landing, like what in the actual F was that? I know you guys have probably seen that video now. If not, go check it out on YouTube. It's absolutely embarrassing, ridiculous. I can't even believe that was a news story. It's a total hoax. In my opinion, it did look like it. It did look like something out of a gaming video. Anyway, enough of that. So that's where we're at. We don't take those things seriously, but see, these people are struggling to get out of that fear mode. It's a frequency, as we know. And Chris, you're right. You always talk about how these global leaders and these elites and the puppet masters in the background, they want us all on their silly reset frequency, but we ain't getting on it. We choose not to be on that frequency because the frequency is fear, anxiety, being so frightened all the time. We're not on it because we just look and we laugh. So we're on a frequency over here of love, laughter, high energy, creativity, everything that's the opposite of what these global elites are wanting all of us to do. Look how scared would those people in Maui be? And now not only have they lost their houses and their whole island's gone to ruin, they don't know who to trust. The police chief looks as corrupt as. They don't know what's going on. There's all this talk about land grabs. They're confused what's going on. Remember, there's probably no internet or anything at the moment, so they can't do their crime investigation. It's all just people talking. So, what are they feeding these people as well? It's got to be very confusing times for a lot of these people who are just waking up. Hopefully, by the sound of it, there's quite a few awake people on that Maui, Hawaiian island that are speaking up. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about people being interviewed and they're starting to question the police chief. But, yes, it'll all be covered up. We know how it goes. Covered up like it's all innocent. No, it was the power lines and we're going to sue the electrical company and, all the distraction. As they draw up their plans to build their big resorts and for the elite leaders to jet in and fly out and have their holidays, and they don't have to mix with the little plebs and peasants and Lego people, then they'll have their own islands. I've been saying that here for over a year. We knew this was coming. Anyway, let's pull some cards, shall we? All right, what are we going to pull, guys? Let's pull some hidden worlds. Oracle of the hidden worlds. Well, there is so much hidden, isn't there? We know that. There's still heaps hidden from us, but we kind of figure a bit of it out, don't we? Because we don't... We see through. That's the difference. We see through... we see through the narrative they're feeding us. The secret of Camelot. The authority of spirit. Oh, wow. Look at this. How gorgeous is that, guys? The secret of Camelot. We often get King Arthur energy. We haven't had it for a little while. King Arthur, who stays in his power, is the only one who can pull the sword from the big stone, remember? And we have the Knights of the Round Table energy. The secret of Camelot. And we've got the flowing water. We've got the medieval lady there with her sword in her power. It's a beautiful card. The authority of spirit. That's interesting. See, the authority of spirit. So that means like spirit has got power and authority. Look at the little cave there too. Can you see that, guys? The little cave. The light going towards the light. I like that. Secret of Camelot. Oh, now I'm getting that song. Love me, my Guinevere. Love me, my Guinevere. Love is, love is. What was that movie? Was it The Knights of the Round? Oh, I can't remember the movie. There's so many beautiful King Arthur movies. I think the movie was King Arthur, wasn't it? Oh, so that's who it is, I think. Is it Guinevere? It must be. Oh, we love the whole Knights of the Round Table stuff. I love Merlin. I love Merlin. I actually bought Merlin onto the series, but I love Merlin. I so enjoyed Merlin. It started off like a bit of a comedy, but as it goes along, the whole dragon, it just becomes this really fantastic story. If you haven't watched Merlin, go and watch it. You guys will really love it. It's just beautiful, and it has a different story each show, so it's a great story. It's just fantasy, but it's so good. I love that. And Merlin and Arthur become so close in it, and it reminds me a little bit. Merlin reminds me, I think that's why I'm drawn to it. Merlin reminds me of us, his character, because he always had to stay hidden. He could never let anyone know of his true strength and powers. Not that we're doing lots of magic, but we have this great intuition, and it is a real gift, and it's like you have to hide it all the time. It was like back then in those, times you couldn't expose who you were, or you're classed as a witch and you'd be burnt at the stake or drowned, which is really still kind of goes on today. If you say you're a psychic, people go, oh, you're into all that woo-woo crap. God, that annoys me. Do you guys get that? It's so annoying, isn't it? I still get that. Sacred journey. Introversion, seek out self-knowledge. Sacred journey. See, we're still on our sacred journey, guys. Look at that. We're still climbing the hill, moving up, following the light. Sacred journey. Wow, look at the energy that would be emitting. See, we're still on our sacred journey. Introversion, seek our self-knowledge. See, you think about it, a lot of us here are probably introverts too a bit. We're not big, probably social butterflies. I'd be very shocked if a lot of us were. We tend to protect our energy a lot and do our own things, stay home. We can handle small groups, but we're certainly not people who like to be out amongst the masses, unless it's a protest and the energy is really good vibes. We seek knowledge, and we have a lot of self-knowledge. We keep growing, we keep expanding. See, we like to learn. We like to learn and understand things. It's just how we are. Let's see what else we got. Returning home. Transition life between lifetimes. Loving welcome. Interesting. Got the beautiful wisteria growing there. Returning home. So I keep getting that Atlantis energy. We don't really know what past lives a lot of us have been through or what we've experienced. But there are these connections, aren't there? Returning home. Transition. Life between lifetimes. Loving welcome. So we're still returning home. We are. We're getting there. We've returned a lot. Like, this is about people returning to who they really are, which is home inside of you, your heart, who you are at the core of your being. Let's pull a few awakening cards as well, guys. So much going on, isn't there? It's hard to sort it all out sometimes, isn't it? I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Access lives. Oh, guess what it is? A teepee. Pyramid energy, guys. Oh, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. See, we're exactly where we're meant to be. We connect here on my channel, don't we? And there's the eagle flying around the top of the teepee there. Look at the energy it's emitting from the top. And obviously that's why Native American Indians have that teepee energy. That shape, that pyramid-shaped energy. I would say it's very good feng shui, to be honest. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Wow, don't you love it? It's such a great card. But our home, is our sanctuary. That's why I talk about it so much, about, bringing things into their home that give you joy. Hang on. Dropping out. Oh, yoga. I stand strong and flexible in my mind and body. Look at that beautiful card. That's gorgeous, isn't it? I can't quite do the yoga at the moment because the knee's still a bit sore. Some of you might be able to do it. Stretching is absolutely brilliant. I've been doing a bit of qigong, I was telling you guys, which is like good stretching and moving the chi around in your body as well. But what they're actually saying here too is, look at the beautiful colours. Look at the life energy in that card. She's reaching high. I just love it. And it's not just about, oh, you know what's really weird? Look at the diamond on the knee. Look at the diamond on a kneecap. That's weird. A lot of us have got knee injuries, haven't we? It reminds me of the fragment memories. Fragment memories. I stand strong and flexible in my mind and body. And again, that reminds me of a tree bending again with the big root system. The tree bends in the wind because you're flexible, you bend with things, as we did over the last 4 years. And we became stronger in the mind and body. You know, we can't be snapped in half or just knocked over. We're strong. We bounce back. That's why it's important to remain flexible. Even if you do yoga, I mean, brilliant if you can. I struggle to do yoga at the moment because the knee, I can't go down on the knee. I'm sure a lot of you can't either. All right, let's see. Oh, grounding. I stand strong and powerful like a tree. Oh, there's your confirmation of that. It's like he's in the undergrowth on the ground, isn't it? Like the tree roots. He's in the dirt. I stand strong and powerful like a tree. Grounding. So I'm guessing we get out in nature today and just be. Maybe get out, walk on the grass barefoot. Just sit out amongst nature. Ah, that's good confirmation. I stand strong and powerful like a tree. All right, let's end with an affirmation card today, guys. We haven't had these for a while. I hope you guys are resting. Also, listen to your body when you're tired, which a lot of us have sleepless nights. Not so much on the valerian, though. Valerian, make sure you get rest. Go and rest your body. Don't overdo it. Listen to what your body's telling you, guys. You don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens. And that's exactly right. And I'm getting visions of that new wave that's coming with the CV virus in the UK. Don't panic, guys. Don't panic. I know it's very easy to think, oh my God, we're going to have lockdowns and all the masks and everyone's going to fall for it again. But I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that people won't. Some will. Some will. We know that they will. But a lot won't because they don't want to do it anymore because they were lied to and they all got it anyway. And a lot of them, remember, jab injured. Don't forget that. Number of people coming together with that as well. All right, let's see if there's anything else to close with today. They're giving me that song by Dire Straits, Romeo and Juliet. For some reason, I'm just getting that Romeo and Juliet song. I'm just getting that. You know that, hey, said Romeo in the streets of Serenade, singing everybody low with a love song that he made. Find the street lights, said... Yeah, that's the song I'm getting. I'm getting that one. Hang on. I'm getting a song by... Is it Casey and the Sunshine Band? It is, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Babe, I love you so. And I want you to know that I'm gonna miss your love the minute you walk out that door. I love that song. That used to get played at my skating rink as well. Remember skating rinks? They were great. Kids miss out on all that now. They don't have all that fun we used to have, do they? I think that's why we're so drawn to music. Music's been a big part of a lot of our lives, hasn't it? So I'm sure it's Casey and the Sunshine Band. Is it? Or is it Chicago? No, I think it's Casey and the Sunshine Band. Anyway, let's see if there's anything more. Yeah, they give me the Captain and Tennille song again. Oh, it's so old, this song. Love, love will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever I start hanging around, holding me down. Da 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 da. You better stop, 'cause I really love you. I'm just getting that song. We've had that song a few times, but I think it's that love energy song. Hang on, let me see if there's anything else the guys want to finish with. Oh, the guides are actually saying, Chrissy, can you tell everybody to rise up? They have to rise up, keep rising up. The frequency's moving, the frequency's coming up. That's what the guides are saying. There's big energy exchanges that are happening now between people. Big energy exchanges. The global frequency and vibration is lifting higher and higher. I'm getting that song again by, is it Jimmy Barnes? That Aussie singer. Lifting me higher and higher. Your love keeps lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. I'm sure it's Jimmy Barnes. Is it Cold Chisel, Jimmy Barnes? God, Mopeless. I'm going to leave you with that song today because I think it's very uplifting. So I want you to go and check it out. Pretty sure it's Jimmy Barnes. Your love keeps lifting me higher. Oh, that's so cute. So I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. Take care. Keep looking after yourself and stay strong. And I will come on again and talk to you tomorrow. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Please feel free to comment down below. And I'll talk to you very soon. Take care, everybody. Let me know what's happening where you guys are living. Okay? Remember, stay flexible like the tree. Bye.